And with me in studio today is a brilliant and vibrant young man who is well known in our community. Just before we move on, I would just like to remind you of our theme for this month: Evolve, Growing Youth for an Inclusive and Transformed Society. And so, this is the reason why I am bringing this great young man in studio with me today who goes by the name of Donathan. How are you today,
A
Donathan?
legend. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. It's my pleasure.
Great, great. I'm happy to have you. And of course, a lot of us might know you by different names. I know you by Dawn, I know you by Donathan,
Yeah.
and there are a few who know you by Donisha. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Donisha. Right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, all of our listeners, you have it. We have Don, Donathan, Donisha in the house, 3 in 1 today. And so, we will dive into just a short discussion with him. How did he come up with all of these names? Who is he? So I want you to just go ahead and tell me, who is Donathan?
Well, number one, Donathan is a legend. A legend that grew out of me, out of that poor innocent kid that grew out of Palmis. One of the toughest ghettos. I'll always say that. Yeah, I just use my mind and believe in God and believe in my talents. I always believe I would be somebody. I just never know it would have been that person, but I always know I would have been somebody.
Okay, nice, nice, nicely said in a nutshell. But just before we continue with Donathan, we'll just run a nice song which I find is fitting for our program this afternoon, which is titled Voices from the Ghetto by Singing Sandra. So stay tuned.
The sun rises slowly over the hills. Everywhere is golden sunlight, but still, most nights with hotels are crowded. Their days with dark clouds are shrouded. They don't smile and they never will. Only volunteers get the fill. Empty promises is what they get. No running water from year to year. Hearts that no one desire. That if there is a Messiah, someday he hear their whispered prayer. Covered always bare and scanty. 10 people in a one-bedroom shanty. Forced to sell on the pavement. No vacancy, no employment. Cattle firecracker from gunshots. Blood just flow when things get hot. Afraid to look out the window. We hear voices from the ghetto. Crying, 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 Lord, Lord, crying, crying. Voices from the ghetto. Crying, 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 Lord, Lord, crying. Voices from the ghetto. Help us, Father. Lord. Mothers does just hold their head up, ball. And them woman stronger than a wall. A big pusher iron she daughter. Son in jail for manslaughter. Too bad for the alien black boys. No bail, that's the black man's choice. Like Shadow say, poverty is hell. She little girl child belly start to swell. Some say life is a cycle, but the draw she no circle. Now will it all end on time to tell. Outside the siren keep howling. Inside your been prowling. Police raid very often. Simpson measuring a coffin. One night in bed you're sleeping. Next night is a wave that you're keeping. So you're praying Joe in the lotto. Not to hear voices from the ghetto. Crying, 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 crying. Voices from the ghetto. Crying, Lord, crying, crying. Voices from the ghetto.
Of course, there you have it. Voices from the ghetto, and I think that captivates everything that we will be discussing here this afternoon. And as mentioned before by Donathan, he is a transformed soul by God. And so right now I will have him to just go ahead and share his story. Just Donathan, tell us about this whole transition. Who is Donathan then and now? What happened? What is different?
Well, what is different is my mentality, my focus, friends too. I changed a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff had to go because when you aiming for a goal in life and you want to reach that goal, you want to achieve something, you have to let the hinders go.
Right.
They have to go. So that's one thing I started just recently I started doing that.
Okay.
I
So
seen since I want to see more progress in my career, I need to let the hinders go.
okay, so when did you realize like, hey, this is the time I need to let them go because I want to achieve this?
Pretty much this year. Yeah,
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
And I go in spiritually too.
Very nice.
Yeah, this year it's a new me. It's a new me from last year. I mean, I'm not the same guy I was last year, not the same Donathan I was 2 years back. My mentality changed.
Right.
I mean, I have some lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
some songs I recorded when 2 years ago, last year. It's kind of like a Trinidad, the lyrics is very violent. And I wasn't really seeing it because of the 2020 drought of session and faith.
Yes.
And now, recently, one of my partners tell me release it. And with that mentality I have now, I cannot. I believe I always have to delete that song.
Okay, so why would you say that you would have to delete it? I know you said it's a bit violent, but knowing that it would capture the attention of others,
Yeah.
why not do it?
Because it's not positive, and that's not. When you open your mouth, you let the whole world know who you are.
Right.
So I don't want to leave that behind. Like when I'm gone, I don't want to leave that song behind. And some youths listen to it, and some youths get violent, and I'm the cause of youths going there and there.
Nice. I love that you are open minded about this
Yeah.
because a lot of the times, even now, we realize that our genres are not the best. We have persons who sing and they just sing it because hey, I feel like I will get people to support me, so I'm singing this. Not most of the times that we get persons who say, hey, you know what, this is not sending out a good message to the youth, so I won't release it. So as a young man, just coming into that music career, I'm happy to see that you are taking that into consideration.
Yes. Because music is a very powerful tool. And the devil now using music now in this generation,
Yeah.
using music to gather his followers. I mean, when you hear, I go mention artist name, when you hear bo 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 there and bo 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 and couple youths and take program, that is
Yeah,
couple devil followers already because it's not nothing good they're gonna do.
that is true.
Now you the artist thinking you just singing freedom of speech. No, you have a lot to play. You have a big part to play in that. So that's why I drop all them things and I just now they're going into gospel.
Wow, I'm sure.
I believe that's my path, so I'm going to it.
Nice.
Yes.
Since you said you're going spiritual, you're going into gospel. I
Yes,
like that.
yes,
You want to
that's
give
my
us just
path.
a little sample of the gospel you want to go into because there's different
Okay.
kind of gospel. There's reggae gospel, there's gospel. So
That's true.
you want to give us
Well,
a
my
little-
gospel, I will say unique.
Okay.
The way I think, like the same way I rapping, but is with scriptures. real set it up, and so when the hidden head at, and they have to run. That's what I believe. That's who I believe I am.
Yes. I like that energy. I like that vibe. I mean, I am very proud of you taking up the mantle to transform your life. You know who you want to be, and you are taking steps in order to do so.
Yes, you
And
have to.
I hope that our listeners, our young men, especially listening today, you could inspire them into changing their lives. So I want to just ask you, what would you tell to any young person out there listening that you know might just be going astray, or any juvenile, just somebody that might be taking the wrong path?
Well, all I could say is I don't know what they're going through, if they have a family or whatever they're going through, but whatever you're going through, just keep it positive. Try and help yourself in a positive way, because the Almighty watching, and He there with you. Believe me, He there with you. You go see you suffering for the last 2 years or 3 years, but a breakthrough will happen for you. Keep it positive.
Good. And I know there have been a high level of crime in Sufra lately
Yes.
with our young persons being involved, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it is heartbreaking, it is disappointing. None of us are happy with it. And so, what do you think? Do you think there is just something missing that could break that spell of crime and violence? What do you think?
Well, I believe poverty leading to crime.
Okay.
Yeah, so poverty they have to attack. They don't- their focus is straight on crime, like attacking crime. No, it's poverty you have to attack, because that's where crime breeds.
Yes.
That is where crime breeds.
So since
And my
you
next
said
skit is on that.
nice.
Yeah.
But since you mentioned poverty, do you have any suggested ways that you think our local government and even our government, the head of state, can go ahead and tackle that
Well,
issue?
simple. Try their best to lower the cost of living. Make it easier for everybody. Look, now you're going in a store. Recently, that I went Massy and I have $100. I'm afraid to put things in that bag, in that trolley. Yeah, they tell myself, boy, Don, you probably passed that already, boy. Yeah. So all them things, it's tough. You still have bills to pay. Look, I have my twins.
Yeah.
So if I go by Massy and Massy take all my money now, you check. So they just have to lower the cost of living.
I agree. I agree. I totally agree. And to add to your point, I also think leading to that we could say employment, because a lot of persons are out of jobs
Unemployed, yeah.
now, and so the standard of living, as you said, it needs to be lowered because nobody has money to afford maybe a pack of bricks for $6 these
Yes.
days. So I do agree with you on that. What do you think in Sufre, looking at our community itself? What would you say is the main issue for our, or the main reason, sorry, for our young persons going into these old path roads?
Music.
What they listen
Music
to?
is one, yeah. Because everywhere I go is a bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to make them listen to me, but you gotta make people listen to you. If people don't do listen to you, then fine.
Right.
Yeah. So the music is one, poverty is two. Well, that's the two main things I could think of so
And
far.
then we could put employment because we have a lot of unemployed young persons in
Yeah,
Sufre.
a lot of unemployed.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And so I'm hoping that our listeners too are agreeing with us. I mean, if you have any other reasons that you believe is the cause, you can go ahead. To those of you who are live, looking at us live on Facebook, go ahead, type it in the chat. We'll have a look at it. We can also discuss it.
I mean, there's many ways that. I mean, if I was the prime minister, I think I would change by now. I change the island already. I know it's tough.
Yeah.
I go say it easy. It's tough, but I mean, look, like for example, I overheard your discussion earlier about the factory in Soufre,
Yes.
and I mean, you just simply invest some money in the factories, and imagine Saint Lucia producing their own products. We don't need nothing from foreign. Like Saint Lucia is really independent.
Right.
I mean, other countries need our products to survive. If we could live so, I mean, we good.
Of course, I agree with you, and that is a brilliant point.
Yeah.
I believe that this is something I'm hoping that our minister is locked on. If you are welcome, and we're hoping as our minister, you can go ahead and get our factory back alive because we believe that it would provide employment
Of course.
not just for persons of Soufriere, but on a national level by
Yeah,
extension.
island-wide.
Because right now, unemployment is actually one of the leading issues in St. Lucia. And I believe this is why you find a lot of young persons engaging in all sorts of activities. I mean, we are not making excuses for them, definitely not. But we need to understand to the frustration of just sitting at home. Hey, I can't even buy $2 bread today, or I cannot buy a tea bag. I mean, we need to understand that we are living in some tough times. So we need to try, as Jonathan said, we know it is hard. We are not saying that everything can just come and into play, but we're hoping that you take in whatever that we are discussing, jotting down your notes in order to make improvements in our community.
So, as a ghetto youth growing up, I know how it is. I know the struggle and what the ghetto youths face.
Right.
You know, growing up as a juvenile. And to be honest, after prison, my talent that saved me. Believe me, to be honest. If I wasn't talented, sometimes I would be the same guy I was 5 years ago. So you see how difficult it is. If I wasn't talented, I would be the same guy, or because I see nothing change.
Yeah.
So far as for those that don't have talent, they don't have nowhere to turn to.
Well, I want to stop you there. I don't think we don't have talent or they don't have talent. Maybe they have not identified it.
Yes.
So what do you think? Did you just sit back at home and identify like, hey, I am a singer or I am an actor? Was that how it happened for you?
Well, kinda. I always knew what I could have do. You know what I could have done.
Okay, and so what if there is, let me give somebody a name. Let's say there is John.
Yeah.
John who went to prison like you, and John they saying got some fed up me just play face our call. But you know John have a talent, but John maybe has not identified that. What steps would you take to help him?
Well, I'll give him good advice like I always do. Like, spend time with yourself. You need to master yourself. Spend a lot of time with yourself. Close your eyes and just you and yourself. Search your soul. You know, find that spark, that thing that, like, every time you hear it name or it pop up, like you have a spark in you, like you're alive. Everybody was born with a gift. They just have to find it.
Nice.
And not just the gift too. You have to have ambition and passion for that gift. Because some people have a gift and sometimes you don't even like the gift.
Right.
God forbid. God gave you a gift, you don't even like it.
Yeah, and that is true. We need to learn to cherish what we have.
Yes.
If you have the voice, use it. Use it. If you can just sing a simple ABC song for the children to enjoy, do it. Because I mean, the longer you leave it there, you will lose it at the end of the day. Everything cannot just last forever, and that is something that we can take in mind. So, of course, you have it. Donathan has been speaking to us positive words, giving advice to you, our young people. I'm hoping that you all are locked in and listening, taking down your notes in order to see how I could go about just making a change in my life today or tomorrow. So stay locked on me first. We're taking a short break. And when we come back, we will be talking some more about who Donathan is and how did he come up with his musical talent.
Glam out in the best names and designer frames with Quartz Optical. Buy one stylish frame and get 50% off your second pair. Sport your favorite Armani, Converse, Vogue, and many more frames for less. Get an additional 10% off and pay nothing for 30 days when you pay with Ready Finance. Book your free eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. Don't miss the opportunity to glam out. Only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer available while stocks last. Special conditions apply.
Welcome to Youth Voices with your host, Miss Edissa Eugene, where we focus on youth advocacy, youth empowerment in academics, entrepreneurship, sports, marginalized youth, and more. Tune in every Thursday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Youth Month 2022. Bouva Assam Toute Jeunesse. Evolve. Growing youth for an inclusive and transformed society. Are you ready? When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best.
Of course, we are back on and we are continuing with Jonathan. So, we are diving into getting to know more about your musical talent, and we know there are many other talents, but we will come to that, right?
Yes.
So, I want to ask you first because you mentioned that you produce your music mainly to influence others, right? And you mentioned earlier on that you are going into a spiritual direction, which I am happy that you have taken. So, I want you to share with me. Do you believe that hey, this is something that is natural, or do you have to reuse your songs, or can you just come and if I tell you, talk to me about what is motivation?
Yeah.
Let's say motivation. I tell you, Donathan, I need you now. Come and just sing about motivation. Can you just do it on the spot, or do you need to sit and rehearse something before coming forth with it?
Well, I could do it on the spot, but not for long, and it might not make as much sense as if I sit down and orchestrate my right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you believe that in order for it to reach persons, you need to sit well to
Yeah.
put it together.
Yes. And the thing about my rhymes, when I was in prison, I studied it a lot. That's
Okay.
why I developed it in rhyming more than 4 syllables, 5 syllables.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't understand, but I know what they're talking about. Yeah.
Nice.
So for me to rhyme 5 syllables in a freestyle, that's almost impossible. That's what I find. I don't know if I have it in me, but as yet
That's talent.
5 syllables. If it's 1 syllable, then fine. I could give a fast little freestyle. Might not make much sense, but
Yeah, I get you. I get you. But something else I am wondering, how do you even come up with your topics? Because I realize you tackle a lot of things that are not being addressed.
yes.
But then I see this video just pops up and it is interesting and persons just keep on sharing and sharing. So how do you even come up with your themes, your topics? How do you do it?
Well, sometimes I scroll on my phone and I see what's the hot topic for the day or for the week. You see, that viral.
Right.
And if it's something interesting and something, well, positive, something I seen I could put on my platform, then I will. I doesn't, but I'll not just study them memes, and I don't make fun of people on them kind of things.
Yeah.
Like
Positive vibes.
positive
Pure
vibes, things
positive
that
vibes.
will really catch the minister's attention. Ministers I mean for.
As you should.
When I used to freestyle with Prosper and them, that's how I start. All I used to get was, friends from the block and man on the road saying, boy, yeah, you bad and give me a German. But when I start tackling schools and, that's when ministers start calling my phone and that's where the income is.
Right.
So I say,
agree.
well, that's my path. Let's continue there, positivity alone. And then so far I've seen my fan base.
Improved.
Yeah.
So comparing it to before, you're saying now you have more followers, right?
Yes, more.
That is nice. So how many schools? I know you have done some performances. Can you give
Yeah.
us maybe a little number of how many schools you have gone into inspire?
Five, five schools so far.
Okay, and you're trying your best to reach more.
Yes, but that's not my main focus right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have a lot on my hands. Meaning I'm a father of twins and my girlfriend. I have my barber shop there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you have a lot going on with you
Yes, so I
then.
hardly get time to do a video. That's why I'm scarce on the media time to time.
Okay. Of course, you are surely missed. And of course, I just want to highlight that he is a father, and it is nice to see a young man, just taking up his responsibility as the father, working. You said you have your barber shop.
Yes.
It's very nice that you are trying your best to remain occupied. So kudos to you. But I also want to ask you, I mean, you mentioned it a little, but do you see or do you wish to take your talent to a professional level?
Of course. Professional, I mean global. I don't even think about St. Lucia anymore. I don't even think about the Caribbean anymore. I think about Grammys.
Whoa.
I think very big, very huge.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what steps will you take in order to get there?
Well, I'll work on a professional studio album.
Okay.
Yeah, the video is good, but some of my fans have been requesting some songs, actual studio recorded songs.
Yes.
Yeah, a number of them. They said they would buy it. Why not doing it?
Don't worry. It will fall into
Yeah,
place.
in the
I
right
mean,
time.
the right time will come. You have the talent.
Yes.
Your Sufre people. I am hoping we all are supporting you. I am. So I'm hoping that we all can come on board to continue supporting you in order to see you reach your goal. But not just support that you need, but there are other sorts of support that you might need. What would you say they are in order to get there?
Well, financial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, money. If you don't have money, you gotta do nothing. You gotta make nothing happen for you. So that is number one. Because I wanna do professional videos for it, like music videos. I just wanna be connected. Get my shit together.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I love you keeping it raw. Mm-hmm.
the finance, that's the problem,
Yeah.
and like not enough help from the government, both sides. Well, so far, they just SLP just come,
Mm-hmm.
so I giving them a break. I see I get couple gigs from them already, but yeah,
I'm happy that they're actually checking out for you.
I probably change my passport, or help me get a visa quicker, or
Nice.
because that talent need to be seen. I mean, I'll be representing St. Lucia wherever I go.
True. I agree with you.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping again that our ministers are locked in and you are hearing the plea of our young man. He needs your support, not just financially. Young people, he needs you in order to be by his side. Promote it. A little light could go a long way. Just sharing, sitting at your laptop, the same time that you spend just laughing, you could go ahead and just share that video. The more shares you have, the more
Yeah.
people you can reach.
And I have to thank those that have my back, those that keep sharing my videos. I have a lot of supporters. Yeah, I thank them for that. I can't say I'm not getting support. I am. Just that it might not be enough to take me where I want to go.
Okay? But a little biased question.
Yeah.
Who would you say is your number one supporter?
Oh, see, Latin number one. Yeah, a lot of people that message me and yeah, different thing. But let me see number.
Oh, give me your top five.
Okay, I'll start with my sister, Terry Compton.
Okay?
Terry Compton is always my mother. My mother will support me in whatever I do. Well, my number one in Facebook, I always see under my commenting, and she alone giving 4 comments. Long comment, like it's Keys. Her name is Keys. Keys. Yeah, I can't really pronounce the last name because she's from Dominica.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wow, you have persons all over the Caribbean
Yes.
supporting. That
Yes.
is good.
I mean, my last skit, I got calls from Amsterdam, New York. Yeah.
Nice.
I just don't have a visa.
So that is really the support that you need. Just before you cut off the other two persons. So you mentioned your sister Terian, your mom, and your son from Dominica. Who would you
Yeah.
say is the other two?
Well, there's so much people.
Any young men? You mentioned three ladies so far.
Well, they have a lot. Trust me, they have a lot. I don't do leave out and put in, and sometimes, even in the good order, I can't even mention names, really.
Okay, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. But
But I see you too also.
yes,
You is my supporter. Yeah.
I love the music. I'm a music person, so I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I really do. Especially, the vision I love. But we're coming to that.
Okay.
We're coming to that. But apart from the acting and the rapping, what else do you do? What else is your form of art?
Art, well, barbering.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I also do sketches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just this.
Yeah.
So, your sketches, I'm a little curious, right? Because I have noticed a few on your page.
Yeah.
I mean, you are very good at it. Have you ever thought of promoting it as well?
Yeah. But it's not my
Passion?
I can't say I have a passion for it.
Okay.
But it's not that I want to see myself doing.
Okay.
I rather the rapping and going global.
Okay. But most of the times we try to target one thing. I understand that you want to go into music, but
Yes.
it's always good to have some backup
Yeah.
plans. So would you say this is maybe one of your backup plans?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, nice. Very nice.
Wow.
Now, of course, I want to go and speak about the other version. So we spoke about Dawn already.
Yeah.
We spoke about Donatan, and of course, I want to know about Donisha. I mean, the
Yeah.
wig is not in the house today, but I still want to question you about who is Donisha.
Well, Donisha, I thought of Donisha mainly for the females. A female version of what females has go through and with their relationships and whatever. Yeah. So it was all part of building my fan base. I needed the men, I needed the women, I needed the ministers, so that's why I'm going to gospel now to get the Christians.
Very nice.
So now there is more, it's
Hallelujah.
just a form of
You
mine.
should try going into the churches, my boy. Go in the churches and ask the pastor, can I do a rendition today? So now you're going to touch their hearts. Let me tell you, you're going to touch their hearts because a lot of the times you think the people sitting in the church,
Yeah.
is them that can inspire you, but it's somebody else walking through that door that can come and tell you, God gave me a message for you. So you could be that one, coming with a message. But of course, you just need to put God first, continue to do
Of
that,
course.
and everything will fall into play. I see a lot of persons are sending positive messages in the chat, and we have Mr. Nicholas Alcendo who is saying that it is nice to see that you have seen the light and you are trying your best to journey into the right direction. And of course, he is watching you all the way from London, UK. So, Mr. Nicholas Alexander, big up yourself and thank you for tuning in. He also mentioned that you have some very good and wise ideas that he would like you to continue with. I see Mr. Kennedy Jean has said, big up Donatan, great vibe. Very proud of you, young man. And I see your girlfriend is in the chat and she mentioned something that you didn't tell us. He is also a good chef.
Oh, yeah. Small thing, small thing.
He's also a good chef. So what is your favorite thing to cook?
Well, macaroni and baked macaroni and cheese, chicken, the works, the grits. Well, that's what she like.
Okay.
And my pizzas.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. So I like to see that you're taking care of mommy.
Yeah.
That is very
That's the most
nice.
important thing, your family, so your circle, your family, me see. That's the most important thing. There, nothing gonna come between that. Not business, not nothing.
Okay.
Trust me, I do that.
Nice, nice. And you have Irv Edmond who just came in and he's like, big up Dawn, big up.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Yes. So of course we want to thank everyone who is in with us so far. There is more coming on, but again, just stay tuned with us as we take a short break.
88.5 Sufra FM presents Let's Connect every Tuesday from 5:30 p.m. with your host Reniata D'Souza. Also live on Facebook. Be sure to tune in as we present you with updates on local activities, events, businesses, initiatives, and upcoming opportunities for all. Let's connect every Tuesday right here on Sufra FM and online. Don't miss it.
Losing a loved one is hard. It can be heartbreaking not being able to pay your final respect. Let us help. Have you considered live streaming? Livestream 758 can help bring the funeral to you in the comfort of your home. Call or WhatsApp us today at 758 519 9279. All streams will be broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. Watch on your phone, computer, or television. Livestream 758, here when you can't be.
Welcome to Youth Voices with your host, Miss Edissa Eugene, where we focus on youth advocacy, youth empowerment in academics, entrepreneurship, sports, marginalized youth, and more. Tune in every Thursday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Youth Month 2022. Devant ensemble et toute jeunesse. Evolve. Growing youth for an inclusive and transformed society. Are you ready?
When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile.
Thank you for staying tuned in. And of course, we are continuing with our vibrant young man in the house, Donatan. But right now, he's going to give us a little surprise. And I know a lot of you are excited. A lot of you will be happy for that surprise. So I want you to, now is the time. I'm giving you 1 minute. Oh no, 10 seconds. Let's do a countdown. 10 seconds to grab a cup of water, grab a cup of juice, grab your popcorn, whatever that makes you feel good. If it's a bowl of rice and chicken, take it, sit back. So I'm starting the countdown in like right now. Right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, I see somebody run back to the kitchen to take a fork. So let's try that again. We're starting back from 10. We start back from 10. So we're giving Mr. Paul some time to get back. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody is now seated and ready. I see somebody putting on their headphones there. So just take your time, breathe down and tell me before you give them the surprise because you know you'll shock them. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Set, take it away.
Okay. Well, that one is one of my favorite ones. I have to do a professional music video for it. And
Okay.
it goes, the same girl that burned me when I wasn't working. Now by my right, look, she calling me, she flirting. And how much man IRL no checking me. No new friends, day one's there with me. As a youth, you have to focus in life. Make sure that you find your purpose in life. If you don't know where you're going, then your mind gone trip. So you better have a plan in your life. Don't sleep. It ain't easy, but take my advice, huh? Hard work make you greater and wiser. Sometimes I can't believe I even did it. Reach for your goals, dog. The sky is the limit. Some man lazy and have to burn lava. Sit down on a block, just want to burn grabber. Your mother going work in the night after 8. Feel it's just so your mother putting rice on your plate. You wanna block all about marijuana. So you say you want to buy a house for your mother? You see, my mother, I'll always stay true to her. Big up my queen, aka Colina. Doggy, them time the days getting tougher. True friends turn out to be fake, there is bluffer. That kind of money is just a brother for your wealth. You don't see I always in a corner by myself. And now you vex like it's friendship I owing you. I is your friend, you remember I owing you. I there for you, but I need help where I'm going to. You check what I showing you, two hands that clapping, but some man acting like it's for them alone. Things must start happening, and that's why they always tell you that your goals and your dreams should never be exposed to your team. Yo kay di moun lan jan yo te pweto, yo toujou do se yon jan ti ka eto. Where I'm from, them will sell me fi chedo, but let's go, I still represent in the ghetto.
Nice, nice, nice. And I know, of course, our people enjoy that. I wanted to say pull up, but I didn't have I didn't have the vibes to really put it there.
Yeah.
But Mama, I want to hear it again, but we'll do it again in a bit.
Yeah.
But some of these lines don't touch my heart, and I want to ask you about it. You said two hands that clapping. When you say two hands that clapping, what do you mean?
Scratch my back, I scratch yours. I mean, help me, I help you.
Okay. I agree.
You have to.
So let's say, okay, you see you doing your vibe there, your best friend just not supporting you no matter how.
Yes.
What would you do?
Well, I'll confront them and tell them I don't like it. And if it don't stop, well, I'll hold my heights.
Yeah, I agree.
Simple. I don't have no grudges to hold,
Good vibe.
And never hold grudges. You only hurt yourself.
True.
You just in a corner in your emotions and the person head free and how happy and you that. Though, let it go. Don't let your emotions move you. Let it go.
Right, man. And other line, now you were doing that so smoothly there. I trying to listen and I trying to write at the same time. Now I'm not real good at the multitasking.
Yeah.
So other thing you said, your goals and your dreams, don't share it. Something along that line.
Your goals and your dreams should never be exposed to your team.
Right. Your goals and your dreams should never be exposed to your team.
Now that's where, remember I spoke about the rhyme in the syllables. It's like goals and your dreams, that's 4. Expose to your team. Another 4.
Nice. Big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
You have talent, let me tell you. It's not everybody that's sitting in an English class that can do that. I'm pretty sure I myself can do that. Yeah. I cannot do it. And to see you can just put your words together and all of them make sense. You understand? So I just love that vibe. But what does that line mean when you say your goals and your dreams should never be exposed to your team?
Not everything you have to show your friends. At least you would show one of them, one man you trust, like right hand. And still not everything you could show you. That's what I mean by that. Not everything to tell people.
But why?
Because news spread. I mean, you, DJ Buzz is my right hand man. I will tell him something. DJ Buzz have his right hand man do it. He will also tell something, and that man have his right hand man. And time you check. And sometimes the right hand man of his right hand man not dealing with me, and he don't know my business.
Yeah, bad vibes.
Yeah,
bad vibes.
So you have to.
So I think the message in this line is when he says your goals and your dreams should never be exposed to your team. I think the message within it is that in as much as there is somebody that you could share it with, you need to be careful as to who you go about sharing it with.
Yes.
Because of course, not everybody wants good for you. We all know that. And so you need to be careful as to who is your crowd. Basically, I think that is the bottom line.
Yes.
Who is your crowd? Who is your circle? Ensure that your circle is full of positivity, full of people who will say, Don Gasser, that is sounding right. Do a other one that go capture more people, that go get you more money. Not somewhere that just coming Don, that is sounding right. That's bad vibes.
Yeah,
you cannot come and tell Don throw that and you're not bringing no suggestion. That's not how it is done. So big up yourself. What is your catchiest line you would say in your song?
That's the first line that, as you say that, the line that pop up in my head is, if our world leaders wasn't gold diggers, a lot of youths would have stopped pulling those triggers.
Okay, let's take it bit by bit because that's a powerful line there.
Yeah.
So again, start it off.
If our world leaders was not gold diggers,
Give us
enough youths would have stopped pulling those triggers.
okay.
And that's a line not even from the song I sang. That's a line from a song way back since 2019.
Do you know that song by heart? Because to me, I'm interested in hearing it.
Oh, it was a song on a Tupac rhythm, but I think because it's a whole almost 3 minutes freestyle, no chorus, so
Oh, okay.
it's very hard to keep that up there.
But what do you mean by that line?
Well, the leaders, the people that's supposed to uplift us and take us to good places, they are the ones like
Just
they have to be loyal for sure with the money too, and check on the people. But a lot of them is just there for themselves. So obviously the youths there by themselves, and
facts.
sometimes it's just a boss that in the ghetto, money for much guns, and that alone the youths could do to get a bread. What you feel the youths go do?
Now, I want to agree with you on that because a lot of the times, I mean, we don't want to go into that direction of conversation when it comes to politics. But, a lot of the times, young people, everybody want the young people, everybody going in the ghetto. They come in and look for you in the ghetto.
Yeah.
But then, as you said, everybody there for themselves. They want to get in position. But when they reach there, they don't forget all of the ghetto youths. So I agree with you with that line that a lot of them are there as gold diggers, let me tell you. But it shouldn't be, and we are not saying that is the case,
Yes.
but we are saying that it shouldn't be that way. The same way that you would go to the young people to uplift yourself, the young people also need you. So it is good for you to go out, reach out to them as much as you can. Because a lot of the times we hear the youth is the future of tomorrow. I disagree. I believe we're the future of today. We already started running things
Yeah.
because we are the ones bringing in the bright ideas. We are the ones saying, hey, this could be done differently because this is a whole other generation. The way things used to be done before, you cannot come now and do that.
Yeah.
So, for example, you cannot say, okay, like, you see how they used to go about with the radio announcing and thing. I know when I was a little girl, what's the name? Right. You would get a lot of that. Everybody going around. Adize, nukai point, blower.
Oui.
Like, I mean, it was capturing a lot of. I used to run outside just to it. You would swear. But nowadays, a lot of persons don't even want to listen or read. Even the reading, I think, is really the issue. You can't come, like Wasco will put a long post. We will be taking the water in whatever areas. People don't want to hear that. I think you need to change the style and the channel that you try to reach, especially the young persons. So you can, they love music. Music is a way that young persons could be reached. You go, but in a fast song, look at point glow there, man.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Something, because that will stick in their head. The water will go, the water will come back. They'll still remember it.
Yeah.
You understand? So you just have to ensure that you reach young people. That's the bottom line. Ensure that you reach young people. The same way that you go to them, try your best to reach out to them. And of course, we are almost at the end of our discussion with Donathan. But again, as I said, I need to hear that freestyle again. So Donathan, go ahead, take it away. So all of those who maybe got up to go in the bathroom, I'm doing a countdown just for you. So come on, wipe up, wash your hands, 20-second rule, but you only have 10 seconds. So make it work. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody is seated. So Donathan, take it away.
Which one? The same one?
If you want to give us a different one, that is fine. The more the merrier. You make me happier. Look, I write something there.
Okay. Since you said you wanted a piece of gospel, I feel I'll give a piece of gospel.
Nice.
Dear Lord, I come to you today Lyrically, I decided that I want to pray. Lord, I'm thankful to see another day. I'm down on my knees. Here's what I got to say. Lord, I ask that you fend and you guide us, defend and unite us, prevent them to fight us. Lord, I thank you for the strength you provide us. And pretty soon you'll put an end to the virus. Never saw you with my eyes, but I sense that you're there because you answer all my cries and my prayers that you hear. Lord, protect your servants, the ones who believe. Let judgment be bestowed on the ones who deceive. We all have fallen short of your glory. I see people go to church, but they're not for the holy. Lord, cast them away and let plenty be gone in the lake full of fire. That's where they belong. James chapter 4, that is honestly true. Draw near to God, he will draw near to you. Some worship in gold and they live for the devil, but accept my soul in your kingdom of heaven. You care with your people, you there with us all. The works of the evil shall perish and fall. Through pain and through sorrow, I'm keeping the faith. Let all those who follow your teachings be safe.
Nice.
In Jesus' name.
Amen, 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 amen. I think that will be my prayer there. Let all, what was the last one?
Let all those who follow your teachings be safe.
Amen. Because I want to make it to heaven. I want to make it to heaven, and I have been following the teaching. So, God, please ensure that I am safe. Please ensure that Donathan is safe. And please ensure that other persons who are following your teachings are safe. And it has just been pure vibes, good vibes,
Yes.
great music, talent filled afternoon. And I am so happy that I had Donathan in studio with us today. And Donathan, just before I let you go, I really want to encourage you and tell you that you are going places. You might not see it yet, but let me tell you, that talent that you have hidden behind this vibrant young man, definitely you will reach your goal. And so I just want you to continue to ignore all of the bad mind. Just stay focused, remain focused. You said that you're going into a spiritual direction.
Yes.
It is good that you have taken up that mantle to just be transformed. And one more question: do you have any motto that you live by?
Well, my motto for now is FTT.
What is that? What is that?
My girlfriend listening, she know what I did. For the twins.
Okay.
No, everything I do is for the twins. Every time I do something and I feeling to give up, I just remember for the twins. For the twins. Yeah. So that's my motto.
So you're not going to share what FTT is?
For the twins.
Oh, yeah, for the twins.
Ew, you was
no,
lost.
I was lost. Now,
FTT
mind you,
for the twins.
you said FTT, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe you came up with it for the twins, but I didn't.
Okay, I get you.
I didn't get FTT meant for the twins. So basically, you're saying that every time that is your motto for the twins. So no matter if you're trying to give up, you will remember, hey,
Yeah.
I am here. FTT,
Yes.
you're doing this for the twins. You need to remain strong for the twins. I love that. I love that motto. I mean,
my first, I came up with that motto like last year. That's when they. But my first motto was that's 2017. 2016, I left prison and I was still skylarking. When 2017 hit, I said, Don, you know what? You need to get up and you need to start. So my motto was get up and go. Anything you have to do, don't procrastinate. You just get up and go and do it.
nice.
Yeah, anything positive, anything leading to your dream, just get up and go.
So would you say these are your final words to our young persons listening today or anyone listening?
Yes, get up and go.
Get up and go. We are about to get up and go, but that's not the getting up he's talking about. He's talking about if you are seated at home with an idea, if you are seated at home with something that you know you want to achieve, get up and strive for it, because heights are reached by striving, which I believe is Sufre Prime's motto. So I will always remember this: heights are reached by striving. So in order for you to get there, you need to work towards it. And so again, Donathan, I would really like to thank you for joining us today. And just, of course, continue what you are doing.
Yes.
Keep up the great work. And I look forward to having more conversations with you and seeing you go in places with your talent.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. And of course, to our listeners, I am so thankful because, of course, without you, this program wouldn't be what it is. We have so many persons in the chat. I would just like to big up everyone who is listening, both on Facebook and via your radio. We know that you have been with us from last week, and this is our second episode. We want you to continue with us. We have more coming in store for you weekly, and so just continue to be with us. The young people, we need you, and of course, continue to lock in to Youth Voices. But just before I leave you today, I just want to share a few things with you. Some you may have already heard last week about our upcoming activities. And so over the weekend, we had our family fun day. And of course, I'm hoping it was a success. And we also had the general elections of the Sufre Youth and Sports Council. And now we do have a new executive in place. You will be hearing some more information on that later. But right now, I will share with you some of our upcoming activities that I would like you to keep in mind. So if you know you can't remember, get yourself a pen, get yourself a paper, or get yourself your calendar and a pen just to mark the date. So we have beach volleyball, and it's a tournament on May 8th at the Soufre Beach Park, and it is said that trophies and over 1,000 in prizes to be won. We also have the Barnes Drive Youth Organization, who will be having a membership drive next Sunday, or is it Sunday coming? Sunday the 24th of April 2022 from 10 a.m. Registration is only $5. And of course, they will have men's small goals, 3 per team, 6 teams. There is also something for the women. So women, please come out to play your cricket. And there will be lots of giveaways, and food and drinks will be on sale. We also have auditions now open for our National Carnival Queen pageant. We know that there are a lot of young, talented women out there who may be interested. Come on, you know you can do it. Put your mind to it. As Don said, get up and go. And the final one I want to share with you for this afternoon is our paint and sip. I am looking forward to it. I hope that you are too. It is taking place at the Sufer Beach Park on the 24th of April from 3 p.m. So come out, let's all have fun, let's sip, let's paint, let's look at the sunset. It is whatever. Just come. Come in large numbers, support the vibe, and just make it a time to remember. As I end with you, I just want you to remember that Dufa Asum Ectogenes. Thank you, your host Edisa Eugene. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you, Don. Thank you. Of course, every time we end with some pictures, just description. So this is our
When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing, so when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to this, I'm blessed, oh man. With my 2 hands in the air as far as I can. Yeah. As far as I can. I can, yeah. My 2 hands in the air as far as I can.
that was a very good,
Oh, every morning I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. Yeah. Lift up my eyes to this, I'm blessed, oh man. Ooh. Sometimes I'm lost and far from home, but I'll find my way. I follow my heart, I know I'll be found someday. While I'm lost, I learn and live. What do you say? Let's have a good time until that day. Oh, every morning I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to this, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air as far as I can. As far as I can. I can, yeah. My two hands in the air as far as I can. Oh, every morning I rise, I stare at the sun.